I think we are going. I really hope.
I think the stream's working.
I think it's working.
I have it pulled up on my phone. I'm trying to listen to it to see if our audio is coming through.
Me too.
I see us on my phone. That means it's working. We're live, people. We're here. We're gonna have a fun evening talking about our little behind-the-scenes plans for the 2024 storm season, and yeah, we're just gonna have a good old time. This is gonna be. I'm surprised we got this working. It was an endeavor to get this to go, but here we are. Turn up my mic. Welcome to the stream, Connor. All right.
Yeah.
CJ, can you still hear me on your end?
Did you turn up your mic?
All right. Is that? I'm. Hold on. All right. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Let's see if that.
CJ,
how that sounds.
Did you turn up your mic?
I have the mic turned up all the way.
Did you turn up your mic?
Technical problems, people. This is a new thing for both of us.
Sorry about the technical problems, people. This is a new thing for both of us, so we're just trying to get everything figured out. But thank you all for tuning in. I have the mic turned up all the way.
Okay.
I'm here now on my end. I think we're all good.
So.
CJ, is everything good on your end? People watching the stream, can you confirm for us that everything is working? Mike Scantlin, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Great to have you here. Connor, thank you all for tuning in.
We will do it like that. Okay. I'm loud? Okay.
People are saying on my end that everything's sounding better. All right.
I think
all set.
I think so too.
I think it's working.
Oh
the
my
echo
God.
is sick. Drop some bars. I don't know how to rap, Mike. I'm sorry. I'm not a rapper.
Oh, that's really fun.
I look at clouds for fun. That's me.
Perfect. I hope.
Connor says everything is cooking, so I think we're set. CJ,
no,
do you have any opening remarks for all these wonderful people watching? Freddy's here. Dude, we got the whole squad in chat today. Everyone's turning up. Welcome, everyone.
Cool.
I just want to give props to CJ for getting this all figured out. He's a live streaming wizard. I would not have been able to get this figured out on my own. So you can thank him for the wonderful stream that you guys are watching today.
Also in the chat.
And you guys should definitely all go subscribe to him. I have him linked down below. Everyone go subscribe to CJ. He's down below in the description. Go subscribe to him. He got this all working. Round of applause.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, I think with that we can get the show on the road a little bit here. CJ, how's your day been today? How's the 2024 storm season been starting off for you? I know we were busy.
I think it's pretty good.
Last week up here in Wisconsin, we had quite an event come through our neck of the woods, and you were right there on that thing. Do you want to talk a little bit about your point of view on
potentially? I did get the first video of a tornado in Wisconsin in February. Not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure I have the first video on in history.
From what I watched, if I was in your shoes, I'd be counting it. So I think that's a good props to you for getting that tornado. I was a little bit farther to the east as it became rain wrapped from our view. I was out chasing with my friend Asa, and he texted me. We were looking at the radar. He just got out of class at like 4. And he texted me, "Meet me in the lounge in 5 minutes. Bring your camera bag." And so we hit the road. And that was my experience.
Yeah, right.
Ryan's here. Welcome to the stream, Ryan.
Right here. That's the first sighting right here. At this point, the National Servers does show that it was on the ground. But yeah, I do say I also do agree.
I think we count it. I think that's one for the count. Connor was in Illinois. All I'm saying, the night before,
Charlie was
looking at the
dead
forecast,
on.
and I
Charlie
said,
is dead on.
something's gonna happen in Wisconsin. If things are right, it's gonna happen
Charlie was
here.
dead on.
And it happened. Yeah, I have a little bit recorded the day before. I had a little video section I recorded of my little spaghetti plot, and I was like, if something's gonna happen, it's gonna form in Davenport and make its way northeast into the Wisconsin-Illinois border, and it's gonna happen there. And sure enough,
Let's see if I can find that video.
that's where the show of the day was. But yes, the live stream replay on CJ's channel, you guys should definitely go watch that because it's absolutely insane. Freddie left his AirPods at home.
Worst thing to ever happen to Devastated.
It's so disappointing. Freddie, I'm so sorry. I hope you can recover from forgetting your AirPods. Yeah, I don't know if I can pull it up on my end, but on my video,
yeah,
it was. I'm surprised how much lightning was coming out of that storm for a cold core-esque. It wasn't true cold core, but it was very, very similar. Because usually with those low top cells, you don't get a whole lot of lightning, but this storm was just cranking out bolts like crazy. I have a couple time lapses that night that were just constant lightning, like, and there was a flash of lightning like every 2 seconds. It was insane. There wasn't anything hitting the ground. It was all intra cloud, but I mean, it was just constant lightning flashes. Ryan is driving back.
There's
to
the video
Missouri.
of Charlie
Missouri or
with his
Missouri?
spaghetti plot.
Or are they the same thing?
Yeah.
Did you find the video? Let's go.
But it was a dead-on forecast.
Yeah, that's my wonderful forecast from the night before.
A lot of chasers are heading
Very
to Illinois.
highly detailed. It was very, very close.
Up near the Wisconsin border is going to be better.
Well, you put me in the right spot, so
I think I got
I'd
it
say
in the ballpark.
spot on.
And maybe even luckier.
Hey, you would have been a perfect spot if you guys didn't have
Well,
school.
I'm glad I could put you in the right spot.
Alright, here's a very highly detailed spaghetti.
I wish I could have been there. Ryan says Missouri and Misery are the same thing. Yeah, I'm hoping if we get the long range forecast. Usually I don't trust the long range GFS, but it shows a little pooling of moisture on the long ranges, and I don't know how much I'm going to trust it right now, but maybe hopefully it amounts to something if we can ever get lucky. Freddie says
Hey,
Connor Ryan
it went well last
targeted
time.
Wisconsin with 50 dew points. I mean,
it's
you guys,
showing...
there was still a tornado in
It's
Illinois.
like Minnesota,
so I mean,
70
it's still one for
degrees.
the
I don't know
count.
about that. Yeah. Let me show you my other screen.
Do you have the GFS pulled up?
Probably help you.
Oh yeah. Connor, Ryan, Freddie, if I ever tell you guys to target Wisconsin, I better see y'all up here. Because usually I'm not too adamant about targeting Wisconsin, even though I live here. But if I feel strongly
I'm going
about
wherever
staying in
Charlie tells
Wisconsin,
me to
I'm
go
gonna
this
stay
year.
in Wisconsin.
Nope. Okay.
Wedges in 2 weeks. Lock it in. Ryan says we're getting wedges in 2 weeks. So if
Yep.
there's not a wedge in 2 weeks, Ryan, we're coming for you. But
Yes.
yeah, it was a eventful evening. What was that? Last Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, it was an interesting night. There was as we were heading towards that storm, I was looking at the radar. We were still a few miles away as the big tornado of the day was on the ground, the EF2. And me and Asa were looking at the radar, and I was like, this is heading right for my house. My house was in the direct path of that tornado. So thankfully it dissipated before it could do any further damage. But it was a little nerve-wracking there for a few minutes to be on the phone with my friends and family back home, like, hey, there's a tornado heading your way. Be ready for a warning to come through. But fortunately, it didn't hit anything on my end of the woods. It did hit a few houses south of Madison near the Janesville area, which is always unfortunate. But it looks like
there was one injury.
Nicely, and I don't believe there were any injuries.
First injury since 2019.
One injury. There was one injury, which for the area it was.
Yeah.
For the area it was going through, having one injury is very good because it went through a pretty populated area and it crossed the highway. So having one injury from that tornado, I think that's definitely good. It was good to see that it seemed like people were taking the warning seriously, which is what you want. You want to have that. You want that to happen. You want those people to heed those warnings, especially at this time of year when they're not totally paying attention. They might be like, "Oh, tornado warning! That must."
I was surprised that they put a PDS out.
People took it seriously, which is always good to see. Yeah, that threw me for a loop. We were coming up on it, and we got the alert on our phone. Yeah. Like, oh, PDS tornado warning. Okay, this just got a little bit more real. But hopefully if the next tornado that comes through happens in the open country and doesn't really hit anything. I mean, this one, it was fairly rural, but it did hit farmsteads. But
the hail on those storms too are also pretty crazy.
The center of any major population area. See, yeah, the hail was crazy. We were coming back into town, and like the snow, it was all in the snow drifts because it had been raining where we were. So I mean, the snow drifts were just piles of hail. It was insane. CJ, I don't know if you have this on your end, but should we share with the viewers the cycloidal markings
on your screen, I can
that were found on satellite? Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
It might be a second here. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll let you know when I get my hand on it. And now it's giving me an error. I don't care. Okay, let's see. Where was this?
I think I found it from your
Google Photos.
Your post.
I believe I tweeted it. But yeah, there was a reply below it that has a higher resolution image. But the next day, me and my chase buddy Asa, who I was chasing with that day, we were looking at satellite and we could see cycloidal markings from the track of the tornado, which is pretty crazy to see, especially with the ground all frozen out here. So I don't know. We were kind of thinking to ourselves, the farmstead that was hit, that was rated 130, and that was on the perimeter-ish of the tornado. I'm curious to know what the winds were dead center, what it would have been rated if it would have directly impacted anything. Which fortunately, the strongest bit was out in the open country out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a crazy week that was.
Done. Oh, me too.
Freddie says he needs to get a lot of things done before now and the end of the month. Freddie, I feel that. I've been falling behind on my the video I've been working on for the past few weeks, just because I've been busy with school. So today was like my first day where I could actually like sit down and just record stuff for it.
It better stay that way.
Connor says long range models are cooking. Hell yeah, they are. Hopefully we get. I'm hoping it's a weekend event so I can actually get out on it a little bit more and not be stuck chasing late. But yeah, there was a crazy event. Connor has to buy a car. Connor, what happened to your Camry? Connor's Camry was like the storm chasing Camry. Let's see, Connor, you gotta tell us the story of your Camry, man. Can't leave us on a cliffhanger like this. Alrighty, CJ. Well, with that February tornado out of our ways now, what plans do you have for the upcoming 2024 storm season? I know you were live streaming that tornado.
Besides spending way too much more money on gear I probably don't need, hoping to maybe eventually, once I turn 18, get my wife's friend to maybe some news stations, maybe some local news stations, maybe national ones. We'll see what our friend can help us with.
Oh yeah. I better see your live streams on the news when I'm. If there are days where I'm stuck at work and we have the news turned on, I'm gonna be looking for you.
Slight risk.
Connor says the Camry is fine, just time for an upgrade.
Slight risk.
Honestly, I think you should keep the Camry. Slight tornado risk in California on Monday. I haven't even seen that. Is there actually one? There's a they have a marginal out there.
Chaser convergence.
Everyone go to California on Monday. That's where the tornado is going to be. Chaser convergence in California. California has a way of getting it done. They have the weakest thermodynamics, the weakest shear, and it'll spit out a photogenic tornado that's on the ground for like 10 minutes. That's just how they roll. But yeah. CJ, with your live streaming stuff that you're working on, I have my own live streaming stuff that I've been cooking up. I mean, we have this going right here, which is already off to a really awesome start. I think this is definitely going to be something we're going to have to return to at some point. But this summer, I'm going to be doing my own little forecasting show every couple days where we sit down, we hang out, take a look at the forecasting models. I want to start it off locally with just a Wisconsin forecast, just because it's my backyard. Do my my service to the folks out here, and I don't think there's really a good live streaming presence for the Wisconsin weather scene. So I want to try to hop on that this summer and see what we can get going. Oh yeah, I'm hoping it works out. I'm still working on like the formatting for everything, but so far everything's cooking up very nicely. Oh, but I can't skip chemistry. It's okay. We don't need chemistry. Exam 1 is out of the way. We can go chase. We can go chase now.
Yeah. See, I'm hoping in the next.
Read chat quickly.
What were you gonna say?
Connor, I want to know.
The problem with all the new cars is they have cameras like everywhere in the car, and then you smash them with hail, and then it's really expensive to replace. Yeah.
I don't know. My problem with new cars is they don't build them as well as they used to. My old 4Runner,
Especially that thing. Deer.
I put that thing through hell and back, and it just kept going. It just never stopped. Oh yeah, the deer. There was this is a funny story. When I first got my license, I was pulling into the McDonald's, and as I was pulling in, there was a minivan coming to the other lane. And I clipped the back of the minivan. So Reed's here. Welcome, Reed. Great to see you. But clipped the back of the minivan, and we had to do some repairs to the 4Runner was out of commission for a little while. But yeah, that thing just kept on going. I put that thing through a lot of abuse, and it just never stopped. Never stopped chasing. The 4Runner never stopped chasing, man.
Dominating.
That 4Runner took never stopped chasing to the whole new level. Yes, we are. Thank you, Reed. I'm great to see you here. Very honored to have Dr. Reed Timmer in the chat tonight, one of my personal heroes. Reed, it's great to see you. You inspired all this, watching all this on the Storm Chaser days back in early 2000s on Discovery Channel. That's where my love for weather started, and now we're pursuing it out at school and as you're watching right now. So it's great to have you here, Reed. Very much appreciate seeing you here in chat. 0 metering Gorilla Hail this year. I got to get more hail dents on my new car. The Flex is a little bit sparse with its hail dents. It got a few from April 4th, but nothing crazy yet. I thought I was gonna blow out a window on that chase as I was turning. I think I have this on video, but I was behind another line of chasers, and we were turning to head east and get ahead of the storm. There was just baseballs just skipping across the road, and I was like, oh boy, at any second one of these is just gonna come through the windshield. Oh yeah. Chasing this year it's been off to a rocketing start, as we were talking about earlier with the Wisconsin February tornado
in Wisconsin recorded by yours truly.
But yeah. Oh yeah, CJ got it. He got it good. I'm looking forward to what's coming up this spring. I think I might be biased, but I think we're gonna have an active spring this year, from what I've seen getting murmured around out there, out on the interwebs, and hopefully we have some good storms up here in Wisconsin. It's been
Yeah.
It's been a little bit since we've had a good photogenic tornado up here. I mean, the one CJ got that one was good, but it didn't help that it was at night, so we could only see it for a few minutes before night fell. And I mean, I had my tornado encounter back in July, on July 13th, the 0% tornado day in Janesville. But it's been a while since we had a good forecastable photogenic tornado event. I mean, I'm trying to think. I think it was June 12th. It was sometime in 2022 where we had the moderate risk up there, and it looked like it was going to be good, but everything just went HP so quick, and it was in the jungles.
Yeah, I think it's a good sign.
Reed agrees. Reed thinks it's going to be a good year. I think that's a good sign since
he has a few years of experience.
Reed knows his stuff a little bit. He knows how these things work. He has a couple years of experience under his belt. Tornado Alley finally goes big. Oh yeah, me and my dad are planning another storm chasing trip out there this year. We're trying to figure out if we're going to go for a full week. It's just hard to line things up just because school and all those sorts of things. We have a very short window where we could get out there and do it, but hopefully it lines up. I think we should be able to at least get something. I mean, our backup plan is to literally just go to Colorado and track the upslope storms up there, since those usually do something. But yeah, that's our our chase trip plan.
I'm hoping, as long as we don't.
CJ, are you looking into doing any
big potholes like
long-term
last year?
chase trips this year?
Last year, if we would have continued that chasing trip, we would have been at the Colorado Springs 10% hatched with like that big dusty tornado that didn't move. We would have seen that tornado if we would have continued, which is ridiculous tornado.
Oh yeah.
Potentially.
Was that? I think that was the Yuma day, right? Maybe. Freddie thinks it's going to be a big time tornado year, so we might be biased a little bit, but I think this is a good sign that we'll be in for something this year. Oh no, what I'm really looking forward to is coming up in a few weeks here on the date of Monday, April 8th. That is going to be the day, the solar eclipse day, the great 2024 solar eclipse. I was testing out some camera gear for it earlier today that I actually have down here. We have our very well-crafted solar filter. This is just a little prototype I put together. This isn't going to be the final thing, but got a sheet of solar film in there, and I was testing out some images with it today. And I can confirm I was able to see the sun with it. So I think that's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
CJ, what are your plans for the solar eclipse?
I guess my plan is probably southwest Indiana, and
Indiana for that.
Run as far as needed possible for the clouds. Hopefully the clouds don't screw everyone up.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go to Indiana for that, the Indiana-Illinois border. I think that's going to be the peak totality area also, with a totality lasting like 4 minutes-ish, so it's going to be a longer one. Our plan B, I'm hopefully it doesn't come to this and we just have to go to Indiana. Plan B is going to be like the Missouri, Arkansas area, kind of down in there. And maybe if clouds are really not playing nicely, we might try to make the boogie down into Texas, but we'll have to
just a little bit.
Just see what happens. It's a little bit of a ways.
The day after that is my birthday, which is crazy.
Hoping we just have to go to Indiana.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a good birthday gift. Solar eclipse. Yeah, the 2017 eclipse was just.
Did you go to that one?
My birthday, so I counted that as my birthday gift for the year.
Oh, okay.
We didn't go to the totality track, but we were visiting some friends in Delaware during the eclipse. Somewhere on my YouTube channel, there's a really old video of how I filmed that eclipse on like a little point and shoot camera. But we got to see the partial eclipse, which was really cool to see. But I'm ready for the big one. I have some very fancy camera gear coming in the mail that I've rented for that eclipse. I have my the big Sony body, of course, and we're gonna be getting one of the big 600mm lenses on this guy, so we can zoom right up to it. So hopefully we can get some nice.
I really probably should grab one of those soon. If I'm gonna be buying my cameras, probably should grab one of those soon before they sell out.
Oh. I was doing some test runs on the AX700 when I'm streaming on right here, and it was able to zoom in like right up to it. I can send you some of the test
for a live stream. It should be perfect.
It's not the greatest, but it got the job done. And I'm sure if you wanted to shoot video with it, if you did it in the raw format with S-Log, I'm sure you could color it and it would look real nice. Because I did that with the lunar eclipse a couple years ago as a little bit of a test run. Reed Timmer says, yes to an active spring, warm North Pacific and El Nino transitioning out. That's what we like to see. Freddie wants Coleridge 2.0. I want that also, but I actually want to be there. Freddie's dad is in chat. Mr. McKinney. Nebraska coming out of the drought. We'll go big in southeast Nebraska. I'm hoping that happens, and hopefully if that does happen, I can actually be out there for it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, this year I really want to try to go hard on storm chasing. It's going to be a bit of a challenge the first couple weeks of summer, just because I have a couple summer classes I have to do. But once we get into August, as we begin to transition to the second season a little bit, and this August too was especially a little bit active. If we can get an active August pattern, I'm hoping
to commit to as many chases as possible to hopefully get my social presence out there a little bit more.
Well, I think you've done pretty good with getting your social presence out there. I mean, your live streams have been going really, really well.
I think it's 300. Yeah, I just hit 300 followers just right now.
Woo! And you're closing in on the 1,000 subscriber mark, right? Well, I'll tell you what, I think that we should try to get everyone on here to subscribe to CJ's stream and let everyone know about CJ, because, man, if there's a weather event in the Midwest, CJ has it covered like no one else.
857 subs.
He is the Midwest live streamer. I mean, Oh, yeah.
There you go.
We're going to push you over the 1,000
The goal
mark.
is YouTube partner by the end of school year.
We're going to make it happen.
We're on track for that.
Oh, yeah. My goal is, I'm hoping by the end of the year to get YouTube partner. I've been grinding on the YouTube shorts, trying to get people
I had
to
a short burst of like 10
into my long form
shorts
content
straight. Those shorts are crazy how many views they get for the effort. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And it was from our the winter storm we chased, right? Oh yeah. Yep. I think we gotta tell that story, or the back-to-back winter storms we had in January. I don't remember what dates they were, but this past January, me and CJ we had two very similar looking winter storms forecast wise, but they both produced some very
January 9th?
different outcomes. We had the first winter storm that came through. January 9th was the day it was. We were out and about cruising up and down along I-94 near between Madison and Milwaukee. And we were out trying to cover the traffic impacts that day. And the first thing we made our way to was a jackknife semi. I think it was down near Cambridge, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get up. You have the shot of the semi actually getting towed out, which is pretty crazy for a winter storm, and I believe you have it pulled up here, yeah. But it was I was up the road a little bit from you as they were taking down the roadblock because it had completely closed down the road, and so that was our first major traffic impact of the day, was that jackknife semi. And then from there, it looked like it was going to become a big snowmaker, or it did become a big snowmaker out west as we encountered some pretty heavy snow on our way back towards Milwaukee. But as we approached the lakeshore, it transitioned more into a like slush, just because there was so much warm air from Lake Michigan feeding into the system. So people were underestimating how slippery the road surfaces were a little bit. And by the time, as we made our way back towards 90,
so many, like we'd go to one and there'd be like 3 on the way to that one.
Accidents out there. Yeah, we literally would stop at one, and then there'd be like 3 more down the road, and we're like, people are. It was just a madhouse out there.
I think that was the same day.
I think so too. I remember I went back and I went back to upload my footage, and you stayed out for a little bit longer. I think that was when you encountered the flip semi. If you want to tell that story a little bit.
Let's see. A good shot of it. It was so hard to get a good shot of it without, like, you could drive past, but then you have the barrier, and then because the sides of the highway, the highway is so snowy, you really couldn't stop on the highway, and then the overpass, there's no really good spot for the stop in there, especially for the live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, when we were out and about, it was just hard. We were trying to get on some of the side roads to film, because I don't know, I didn't feel entirely comfortable pulled over on the side of the highway with that slippery of conditions. I just felt like that wasn't exactly the smartest idea. So trying to find more side roads that looked over onto the highway was definitely key. And then
the 12th.
What was it? It was that Friday we had the
the
second winter storm come through. This one was the big snowmaker that everyone was looking for. We got absolutely hammered with snow. I had a time lapse.
I think
going,
we had like,
I think at the end of the time
16 or 18 inches by
almost
us.
a foot of snow outside. Yeah, and we also had the snow that came the night previously. We had a little surprise snowmaker come through that dumped like 4 inches of snow. And I remember that one was forecasted to only dump like 1 or 2 inches of snow. So to have that one overperform really set the following winter storm up to be like, okay, we're gonna.
Yeah, the aftermath of that storm was so bad. The roads were, at least by me, for like a week or two, was still snow covered, and we had tree branches down everywhere.
I remember you were out and about filming the power outages because the tree branches kept falling on the power lines out there. Yeah, that whole week was a crazy week. It was so interesting to see, not only from a forecasting perspective, to see how those two storms behaved with the warm lake environment, but also the response from the public between the two storms was quite different. I remember at least from what I had seen floating around on like social media, people weren't really too concerned. They were concerned with the second storm, but a lot of the public was just generally thinking like, oh, we had one storm come through. It's probably going to be pretty similar to what had happened the night before. And then like the evening prior, when the snow totals really got bumped up as the meteorologists started to figure out what the system was going to do, people started to realize like, oh, we're about to get hammered. So and that's definitely what happened. As we can see, we got just a ton of snow, and just we were out again doing filming with traffic impact coverage, and there was a lot of the road conditions were just
exactly
mess. I mean, there were roads I was on where I was snow plowing the way down, like the snow was like up to the bumper of my car. I could like feel like up under my car. I was just like bouncing along the snow.
And then we haven't gotten any snow from besides then, pretty much.
Crazy January snow.
It's like all we've gone.
Everyone's saying that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chasing
okay
in winter is it's so.
I'm not a big winter fan.
I don't know. It's just much different, especially for live streaming and just anything chasing. It's a different nerve. I did get some notifications.
Everyone's saying they subscribe to your channel, which is good to see. Oh yeah, we got to get people on
those watch.
We got to get people on CJ's channel. We got to pass him over the 1,000 sub mark. All the Storm Chaser stars in this chat for a great live stream. Oh yeah, we got everyone in here tonight, which is just incredible to see. Excited for this tornado season. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, this we've been off to a rocketing start end of 2023 with that snow event and this past week.
Thank you for subbing.
Subscribe to CJ's YouTube channel. Oh yeah. Definitely got to subscribe to CJ if you aren't already subscribed. Absolutely. But yeah, I am definitely excited for the 2024 storm season. I want to just grind
your forte
content as much as I can, because that's what I love to do. I think that's my bread and butter when it comes to the content stuff. Is the
I finally been getting back into documentaries too.
Not to toot my own horn a little bit, but
did pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, the one you just put out was really good with the February tornado. But yeah, this year I want to try to my 2023 recap.
Insane.
I want that to be the bar for like all the long form content that I put out. I want it to be longer in duration, packed full of informative content, nice, slowish pace where you can just sit back and relax and enjoy the storms while consuming some informative content. And that's what I really want to happen.
How do you get your location to manually update? Have not been able to figure that out yet.
I know you got a similar.
You're talking about on the top part where it says my city, or in the corner with the map. Yeah, Connor asked how I had it updating.
Are you looking at your radar map?
Spot where it's.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Move this over.
Connor, you gotta get CJ running your streams. CJ's he can get a stream going in the blink of an eye. It took us a little bit of time of troubleshooting.
Yeah, I get this top right here. That's just an app. If you want to DM me or send a message on Twitter or something or whatever, I can show you how to get this info. Just like a simple app on your phone, and then the stuff down here, that's just Radar Omega showing with my phone showing stuff. Yeah, so this is an app. Yes, I love answering questions.
If you ever have any live stream questions,
everyone's streams
CJ's the guy.
Top-notch quality.
He helped me set up my first live stream last month. Sounds
good.
He was lending a helping hand getting that rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, the live streaming this year is going to be really fun.
Yeah, hoping to once I spend money on
stuff going with your live streams this year.
It's called on my new mirrorless camera. Hoping to save some money to get a custom PTZ roof camera. Since my first one sadly didn't quite work, but it was a good test run. It did work, besides when you're on the highway, which was bummer. But
it was a good test run though.
Once I get that, then I think it's pretty much as good as it can get for now.
I wonder if you could figure out something with the 360 camera, because I know you have the GoPro 360 on your roof, right? Yeah. I'm wondering if
it does have
if that has an HDMI
out.
If you could try to set up something with that. I don't know how that would work though.
It only exports it as like a bar from one side and bar on the other side. There's no 360 way. There's no way to control it, so it's very hard to also keep everything waterproof, which is the difficult part.
I don't know.
What?
I'm looking forward to what you're gonna do. You're getting the one of the Sony mirrorless,
Sony mirrorless.
Right?
Yep. Hopefully
you're picking up one
Sony
of the Sony mirrorless cameras, right?
Or not AX, A7 IV.
Oh yeah. Those things, the new Sony mirrorless cameras that they're putting out, those things are monsters. I mean, I have the A7R2, which is a couple years old at this point, but that thing, the images it can capture are leagues above what my other cameras have been able to capture. I absolutely love that camera.
Yeah, I'm also hoping to use it for my
you're gonna have a
video
fun
production
time with that
business. That's others would probably go the route like that you're going, with a cheaper body, but I maybe want to have the higher FPS 4K. But otherwise, I'd probably go with your route.
Yeah, I always, for the when I was picking up my mirrorless camera, I mainly got it for photos. Like the AX700 is like my main video shooter, so I was like, okay, I would just want to step up the photo game a little bit, because I have I have my camera bag down here, so if you guys want, we can do a little a camera bag tour. But my main photo camera was two Nikons, a D3300 and a D7500. The D7500 is really a great camera. I love that camera. But the D3300 was just falling behind a little bit. It's a couple years old. It's slow. It's a little bit clunky. So I was like, okay, I think it's time to replace that with something a little bit nicer. So went with the A7R2. I didn't want to spend a whole lot on the camera body. I wanted to put it all into the lenses a little bit. So A7R2, nice 42 megapixel sensor with a good 14 to 24 2.8 lens on it. And that lens is in that camera combo. It's a heavy, monstrous beast, but the images it gets are some of my favorites.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah.
I think it was 42 megapixels. Dang. It's one of their higher resolution ones. Yeah. I'm wondering if we do a quick camera bag tour. I have it all down here, so we can do a little behind the scenes look at everything I use to capture my images. Oh yeah. Should we go through a little camera bag tour? I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll go through some camera gear. So we're gonna start things off a little simple here with audio. Good audio is always key. So for me, a lot of people use the Rode microphones. I've had just bad luck with those where they break on me really quickly. So I got two of these. They're the yellow deity microphones. Ooh. These things, I love these little microphones. I think they're like $20 and you can just beat the hell out of them and they can take a pounding. And they never stop working, which the Rode microphones, I can't say the same for, because every single time I've used one, they always break. These ones have been going for a long time. I still have my
first Rode,
I haven't had any issues
whatever that's called, really the nice. Same shape. I still have that one, still working good, but I haven't used it much, so it's fair enough, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I still have my old Rode microphones up there upstairs. They're like the minis, so they're like the same size as that one. My problem is like after a while they just get I found they get like crackly and they get quiet, like they cut out every once in a while. It's like, okay, I can't put up with that anymore. So I picked those up. And next up we have my two main camera bodies. First off is one of my favorite cameras, the D7500. This is a Nikon DSLR, and this thing is a speed demon is what I call it. I mean, I think it shoots like 8 frames per second. Like if I hold down the shutter, it just goes. Or if I can switch it to the high speed mode. Hold on. Yeah, it just goes, and the buffer never runs out. I mean, if you need a fast camera, this thing, you set it up, you turn on, it goes, and it won't let you down, which is why I absolutely love this thing. This is my kind of my run and gun camera that I use for. It's not the best at video. The autofocus can be a little wonky, but usually I use manual focus anyways. So it's not a huge deal, but love that little guy. And then there is the high megapixel monster, the A7R2. I picked it up last year, and this is without a doubt one of my favorite cameras that I own, just for photo wise. Video, it can be a little bit iffy sometimes, but it churns out some really, really good video images still, even though this was primarily made for photos. I wanted to up my Aurora photography game, so to do that I picked up a 14 to 24 millimeter f2.8 lens. So what that means is it has a very, very wide iris, so you get a ton of light that comes through the lens, so you can get some really, really clean low light photos. And especially with Auroras, that really, really helps, so I can keep my ISO down when I'm shooting the northern lights, so you get a less grainy image, and there's more detail. And then I have, the rest of it is mostly just lenses. This is a Nikon wide angle 10 to 20 millimeter. There's a 35 to 50 millimeter prime, and then I have my telephoto that I don't really use this a whole lot, but every once in a while. This is a 70 to 300. And then I also have this camera that I'm streaming on right now. This is the Sony AX700. This is the camera that I have on my dashboard mount that I use to film out the front windshield. Then mounted on my dash, I have a GoPro. On the roof is the GoPro 360 camera. So that's my camera setup. I am looking into upgrading it in the next few years, but that's to be determined right now. But yeah, lots of little things in my bag here.
Yeah. Let me find
CJ,
the
do you want to
photo.
run through your gear?
Texting Connor.
Really like the thumbnail for the.
Okay.
Gotta get a sip of water after going through that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's a mouthful saying all those
when I took
camera
the
names.
photo of everything. I guess we could see this a masterpiece of a job of waterproofing my car. For my cables for my two GoPros that are on the roof.
All right.
I just put a whole bunch of I can't remember what tape is that people use for videography shoots. Yeah, gaff tape. Yep. Put a whole bunch of gaff tape and it held up perfectly.
The gaffer's tape.
Yeah, it was like insanely. It worked way too good.
If it works, it works.
It was doing. Okay, maybe I had a photo earlier. No. Okay, let's see if I can find the closet.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
During the winter storm chase, you let me tour your car for a brief minute in the gas station parking lot. Yeah, the setup you have going in there, his live streaming setup is absolutely crazy.
He had a whole video
I
switcher.
mean,
Let's
he's
see.
figured out a way
think
to
we'll
get like all
just-
the professional stuff in his car.
This?
Oh yeah.
No, I think it's this video that has a quick tour. Hoping to once I get to YouTube partner, put my first member video of a car tour. But if we switch over scenes,
Oh yeah.
so this is the setup, kind of blurry, but there you go. So we have our video switcher. I think I have 4 different cameras going at once for the live stream. Main camera is my Sony AX700, completely stolen from Charlie's setup, with the same selection cup and everything. Of course
It's all
yeah,
right.
I broke the selection cup, so I had to replace the plunger part, but now it works perfectly fine
setup
again.
out there.
And then the other camera is I have the GoPro up front. There's another view either facing inwards at me or there is out to the front. And then not in this setup. I did previously have my MacBook for the passenger side, but it was way too much space and I didn't really use it and it was just taking up space. So I replaced it with a 2 GoPros on the roof. Let's see if I can find the photos of the. Here we go. So we have 2 GoPros facing. One is facing back towards the left, and one is facing back towards the right. And that's how I can get kind of my like simulated PTZ camera on the roof, and get almost 360 degrees. And then we have mount for my 360 camera, and then let's see if I can find. I think it'll be on here. The part that WX Twitter loves to argue with amber lights. We know WX
The light
Twitter
bars.
loves to argue. They love it, and then they also hate people that have it. But
Oh yeah, they love their
as long as you're
amber
not
lights.
annoying like other people I'm not gonna name, then you're pretty good.
I thought about hooking up some amber lights for my car. If I were to do it, I'd probably just have it out the rear, mainly just because I don't know. My car it's bright white, so when you have that in torrential rainfall, it can be hard to see my car sometimes. And I'm always afraid that like if I pulled over on the side of the road, someone's gonna come flying up behind me and smash into me.
This mini.
I've held off
mini
on it for
little,
now.
What's it called? Light bar that I used to have up on my roof. I have that just laying around if you want to use it every once in a while. Just a cigarette plug. Nice little mini one to use. Oh, dang.
Oh yeah. I have one of those upstairs, but the cable doesn't reach all the way. Which is unfortunate.
Oh.
Connor in my chat says his main camcorder is
Yeah,
going to be the
same.
Sony AX43. I was looking into one of those. I built this past winter. I built a little side camera mount, so it slides in my door handle, so that I can film out my side windows. And I was looking into getting a dedicated camera for that, so I can get some nice shots, just like tracking alongside the storm. I was looking into picking up one of the AX43s or the AX33s, one of the old Sony 4K camcorders.
I was looking at
Because
that,
those
that
things
also
are-
for
they're magical.
a secondary handheld camera. It's a quick, cheap camera just to grab and go. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my main handheld camera
Yep.
is, I don't know, whatever camera is sitting in my lap. That's my secondary handheld camera. I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, right now the little camera I have to film out my side window is like a little Canon point and shoot camera. I love that little camera. The only problem is when they built it, they had it so it draws so much power, and they were using an older model of Canon battery on it, so the battery dies after like 10 minutes. Like, okay, that's a little inconvenient, but it's gotten the job done during the winter storms when I was using it, which was a good test platform for it. One of the things I think at some point this year we got to try to get a dual live stream going where I could have something in my car and you could have something running in yours, so we can like switch our perspectives.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how well that would work though with both of us trying to drive.
The way I have it set up now, I think it would actually work really easily. I found your side camera from our chat, so here's your masterpiece. It actually works pretty well, so I really can't say anything
that up on screen
negative about it.
My little contraption. Yeah, that's my my little side camera mount that I use to film out my side windows. I mean, I can easily switch it back and forth, which I really, really love. So like literally, like if there's something happening on one side, pick it up, put on that side. If there's something happening on the other side, I can easily switch it back and forth between the two without having to fiddle around with it too much, which is what we're going for. I didn't want to,
especially with the window
a lot of
going
people
down.
are saying just use a suction cup mount, but I was like, I don't really. Then I have to take it off and stick it back on the other side. Yeah. I also want the window to be able to open and close when I needed it to. So for me, it was a simple solution that my dad and I built in about a day. We found a 2x4, sanded it, drilled a little wedge on the side of it to hold it in place, and it's worked. It works. I don't really have any complaints about it.
Just
that
easy.
If you ever want a side camera mount, find your door handle and stick a 2x4 in it.
Charlie, if you go on Discord, you should
It's
watch
just
my
that
screen
easy.
share if you don't want to watch the delayed view. I think you have to click on the
have your Discord
arrow
pull up here, but the screen share isn't working.
In the bottom corner. The bottom corner of like the gray. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Sweet. Okay.
Got it. Okay. Now I can.
Perfecto.
Now I'm not watching a delayed view. But yeah, that little side camera mount is a fun little contraption. Something I talked to you about this before the our stream started, but I love my little AX700. It's a nice little camera. It's carried me through so much and just keeps on running whenever I need it to. The only problem is the footage I get out of it is really clean 4K. The only problem is because it's such a tiny sensor. It's one of like their 1-inch sensors. The footage, it has like a crunchiness to it that I'm not a huge fan of. So I'm thinking of some point maybe upgrading it to a one of the full frame, either the A7S series or one of the old Sony Cinema line cameras like the FS5. But that would require me to build an entirely new dash camera mount if I were to do that. But definitely something that I want to look into.
I don't know how well. All these photos I have are out of date now. It's kind of annoying, but since I procrastinated and didn't bother to take new photos. Yeah, I guess you can. This is all of the
What works at work.
camera gear from the for last Thursday's chase. All of the gear I had in the car. Got the not overpriced, but very expensive, somewhat expensive tripod that I never actually use. The drone that once I get my drone Part 107 license, I'll be able to get some potentially tornado damage or other, maybe a tornado live with the drone. That'd be crazy. And then some of the other stuff. This is the encoder backpack with everything that plugs into it, and my battery bank that everything runs off of. Suction cup and my older DSLR, Nikon D3500.
Oh yeah.
It's Anchor.
I love the little. I think I have the same battery bank as that the Jackery.
I'm once I upgrade the size, I'm gonna switch
you're one of the Anchor users.
EcoFlow, because their pricing is pretty decent.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went with the Jackery one mainly just because they have the solar panel add-on. So that's something I'm looking into getting, so I can have if I want to, I can put a solar thing on the roof of my car.
Yeah, if you
it might get
plug it into your cigarette car
the,
plug, it usually
the hail gets there.
Keeps it at full. That's
But
what I
besides
use.
that,
Just plug in a cigarette, and then when my car's off, just drains slowly.
Yeah. Usually, the only problem is my cigarette lighters are like I usually have stuff plugged into them, and also the cables that I do have like don't really reach where I put the power bank. Which I mean, like I've never had an issue of it dying just because those things are massive. But I don't know. Solar panel is definitely something I've considered. One thing I would love to try at some point in the far distant future.
Oh my gosh!
If I were to ever reach the point where I can afford it, is Starlink.
Yeah, I've been trying to get like sponsors or a big enough social presence to afford.
You could probably use it more than me.
It's so expensive, but as long as you're not in hail or heavy rain, you're gonna always have a perfect signal. Yep.
I remember Nick Stewart did a video. I think he tested it on the Morton Day, where he punched the core of the storm, and his Starlink dish still worked even with the baseball-sized hail. So I don't know. Maybe rain and stuff affects it. Well, I don't know how it's gonna work for you since you're live streaming and stuff too. But for just basic radar information, I don't think that rain is too much of a problem for the Starlink signals. Yeah, fun stuff coming up in our futures here.
Jack of all weather with
Jack
his first tornado.
Charlie, I'm late, Charlie.
First
it's
tornado.
All right, dude. He got his first tornado. Congratulations, Jack. That is absolutely incredible. Your first tornado was a historic one too.
Yeah.
For one of the the first significant. He got the EF2 after.
Oh, it just popped.
That was coming up his way. But yeah, if you guys gotta go check out Jack's Twitter because he has a great photo of that tornado.
Yeah, Connor, if you're looking, I know that a lot of times computers aren't always the best for streaming remotely because you need way more data. But I have an encoder that uses half, if not like a quarter of the data to put out basically the same exact stream. Like I'm able to stream at like 500 kilobits and still have a somewhat good stream still.
Jordan Hall's in chat. Welcome to the stream, Jordan Hall. It's great to see you here this evening.
Yeah, we do. Wait, the legendary
we have so many incredible
Dr. Reed in this chat.
Great to see everyone
crazy.
Dr. Timmer was here earlier, and all the live streaming folk. Jack says thank you. Jack, of course, absolutely. If you guys haven't seen Jack's Twitter account or his YouTube channel, you guys should definitely check it out. He has some great stuff over there from an awesome up-and-coming meteorologist and storm chaser. Jack, I'm very jealous of the tornado photo you got. I wish I was over by you, but I was a little bit playing to the east a little bit.
Okay. Let's
Yeah,
see.
that was a.
I didn't realize that we both are actually using the same exact camera for the stream. We also just passed the 1 hour mark on the live stream. Yep, 7 o'clock.
Oh, we did? Oh yeah, this stream is rolling. I can only stay on until 8 tonight, unfortunately. But I think we got a solid little thing going here, hanging out and chatting with all the weather folk out there. I want to know, Connor, you were on that tornado in Illinois last Thursday, I believe, right?
After this,
I thought I saw your photo from out there.
Not that we'd probably get video, but we have like a call in for chasers.
What's your idea?
Connor or Reed. I doubt Reed, but like Connor or Johnson. Just get them on call. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, get some other chasers in here. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Jordan says, "Keep it up, guys." Thank you,
yes.
Jordan. We're definitely going to keep it up. This is only the start of what we have planned for this year. We have
found a few people,
some fun things coming
in
up
our local area. Also, I didn't tell you about this yet. Charlie found some people that one of them is into chasing, and then he has like a handful of friends that want to get into it. So maybe we'll have a convoy of me in a different car chasing, which would be crazy. That'd be insane for like the five of us. Which
get a big convoy of Wisconsin chasers out there. Usually the chaser scene out here in Wisconsin is pretty sparse.
Got a little bit in Iowa.
Any chaser
I think that was about it I've seen so far.
Wisconsin storms. I mean, the most I've seen was April 4th of last year, when literally every single chaser across the country even was up in Illinois that day. I mean, the drive home, I was filling up with gas, and I met a guy
was that the like small twin tornado day?
Like, that is commitment.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That was Lewistown the following week. Yeah.
That was high risk.
The twins were the high risk day on March.
I was driving back from Florida. I was going through Chicago
because I wasn't there.
They streamed, but I just saw rain, it was so sad.
I was stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina that day because our flight back from Puerto Rico, originally it was delayed. Then it got delayed till 3 a.m. Then they deplaned us all, and they said, "It's okay. We're gonna get another pilot in here, and we're all gonna be off in like an hour." Like, okay, that's fine. Then they just up and canceled the flight, so we had to drive back. We had to drive home. The 13 hours from Charlotte, but we made it. Connor says yes, he could see the tornado in Illinois last Thursday. It was a little baby dust whirl.
Yep.
I mean, it's a count for February. Add it to the board. It's not often you get to see a tornado in February, so count it. Add it to the count. But yeah, the March 31st of last year was a day that I am a little bit bummed about, because I remember that morning I was like looking over the forecast. I was like, if there's gonna be a tornado today, it's gonna be near the Centreville, Iowa area, like that southeast corner down there. Like, that's where I was like, if something's gonna happen, that's where I want to be. Yeah. And I was not there, and sure enough, there were twin tornadoes in that area.
That week was crazy. You had the April 4th, high risk, and then obviously a week later or so it was like the moderate risk. But before that, there was the EF4. I can't remember what city went through, but with the supposedly flying car and everything, that time was crazy. Yep, there you go, Rolling Fork.
Oh yeah, down in Rolling Fork. Yeah, that tornado was a monster for sure. Scary. That thing had some teeth on it. Yeah. Hopefully that area has just been the tornado magnet. Like,
I was watching in Nashville at my hotel. I could see the lightning rolling in. I was watching one of the live YouTube forecasters, just watching it roll through with, I think, maybe Vince's live stream or whatever. It was pretty crazy. Dang.
Yeah, Connor was there. He just said he witnessed that firsthand.
Changes your perspective.
Witnessing a tornado like that definitely.
Yeah.
If I was there, it would put some things into perspective for me. Yeah, rough counter search damage search rescue a rough scene. Yeah, I can imagine that something like that would be definitely a moment where you're like, okay, this is something different that I may not have encountered before. I don't know, the stories that came out of Rolling Fork kind of inspired me to change a few things about my chase style. Like, I heard those stories from some of the chasers coming out of down there. I was like, okay, like, if I don't believe, I don't want to jinx myself, because I generally keep my distance from the storms a little bit, so usually I'm not one of the first on scene whenever damage happens. But in this situation, if I ever was in a situation where like that, where I was like first there and I need to be able to be at a point to assist, nowadays, originally I didn't have this just because I chased locally, but now that I'm going out further and going after much more powerful storms, I have a first aid bag in my car that I keep with me at all times. I have a pair of work boots in my car. I have a pair of like work gloves. So like if there ever was a situation where like I needed to get out and assist where I needed to, I'm equipped to at least provide
first aid kit. I need to get some boots,
some small amount of help.
Work gloves, but
at the Chaser Summit, they did a panel on that which Jordan Hall was on. That panel, if people on the stream, if you have not seen that live presentation, that is definitely something worth checking out. I sat through the whole thing. But yeah, definitely.
So I was hoping you were still
definitely
alive.
Something worth looking into.
Yes, we were still alive. Yes.
Oh yeah, we're still alive. We're gonna be here.
I was hoping you were gonna bring it up because there was
last
the
stream
chat.
We had a little appearance from my turtle, and
crazy.
Right now he's eyeing me up right now. I'm wondering if chat. Do we want to bring the turtle back for this stream? Do we want to get him out? My dad's been taking care of him where I'm at school, so I think he's itching to go stretch his legs a little bit. We'll see what people will say here, but I think it might be time to say hi to our little turtle friend Alpha, who is giving me the stink eye right now. I think he wants to be fed, even though I fed him before the stream started.
Oh boy, yes. The live stream is caught up.
We have a yes. We want the turtle. All right. I think that's our cue to get the turtle on stream. So we're gonna have he's gonna come in and say hello for a few minutes. So I'm gonna get him out.
While he's away,
we'll say hi to the turtle.
Let's see. I saw your other stream. Yes. Hello. Yes. While he's
Before I grab my turtle, I'm gonna put some gloves on so I'm not dripping water everywhere. And also, I'm gonna take my jacket off so I'm not getting that all.
I do actually like it.
You guys like the plaid jacket? This is my the lumberjack style for bearing the brunt of this incredibly mild Wisconsin winter.
Not his screen. Yeah. This is my third monitor on the side. This has all of the scenes and everything. It's a little chaotic. Yeah, and then that's OBS, and that's Discord. Let's see what Charlie is up to. Wonder how long it'll take. Any questions in chat? Oh, he's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the glove is on. We're getting the turtle.
He has the glove.
Move my camera bag out of the way here. Buddy. Oh yes, come out. Please come on. Ladies and gentlemen, the turtle is here.
There it is.
He's here to say hello and join the stream. This is our little turtle friend. This is Alpha. He's my little turtle guy. He's got a little algae on his shell that I have to clean off once the stream is done, but he is doing
dripping water
very well. My dad has been taking very good care of him while I'm gone at school. But yeah, saying hello. I'm gonna put him back before
Woo!
he gets a little too antsy. But this is our turtle
Woo!
appearance for the stream.
I think he just tripped all over his desk, but meh, whatever. No, but a good thing to tell him later. Oh boy, chat's going crazy. Let's see. What else do we have? What is our next topic gonna be?
Alrighty, I'm gonna have to run upstairs really quickly and
That's so
wash my
interesting,
hands off because I got a little bit of
sentence I didn't think I would
turtle
hear
juice on
today.
there. So I'll be right back.
Turtle juice. Let's put it to just me. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about? We talked about us. Talked about the tornadoes. Talked about us. Upcoming video projects, streaming projects, technical details of running the stream, and talked about the snow. It's everything we've wanted to cover, or that I wanted to cover. I guess one thing to state, this background, this kind of blur background all around here, is from Charlie's. One of the photos Charlie took. Here's the photo out now blurred. It's a pretty good shelf cloud. Got multiple levels of the shelf. It's pretty cool, I think. There you go. Let's see. Okay. Do gotta say that the thumbnail he made for this stream is pretty good. Pretty good. I do like it. The iconic pose up there. Oh, he's back.
All right, I'm back from the turtle encounter.
Did you? How much turtle juice did you spill all over your desk? I saw there was some dribbling. I didn't. Okay, perfect.
There was a little
I didn't
bit of
think I
water
would
spilled,
hear
but
the
it's nothing crazy. It
sentence,
missed the keyboard.
Clean off turtle juice
It's
off
the
my
important
hands
part.
today, but yeah.
There's a new day for everything. Yeah, he likes to he drips water a little bit.
It's interesting.
Turtle juice, as I call it, which may or may not be the a good term to describe it, but it's okay. That's what we're going with.
Turtle
Always
immersion.
interesting. But yeah, that was our brief turtle appearance. And now he's just kind of hanging out. He's content now. Yeah, he's got to be on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
trying to
went
think
over
what else
them
we could
as
go
you
through.
were
We had a
gone,
list pulled
yeah.
up of like all of like our talking points, and all of them are crossed off. If you had to do one or the other, would you go chasing?
Well, depending if we were watching
Twisters
it in
on opening
Oklahoma,
night?
if we were watching with a whole bunch of other chasers, I think watching with other chasers.
Yeah, it depends where it would
hands
be.
down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would go with the Twisters opening night if it was a big group of chasers down there. Because when else are you gonna get to experience that? Tornadoes, they're rare, but when we're lucky, we get to see them every once in a while. It's not very often you get an
I can't
opportunity to
imagine
get
how
every
the
single
theaters
chaser
are gonna
together.
be for the
something fun.
Twisters movie.
Not that storm chasing
boy.
isn't fun.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, especially down in Oklahoma.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen tweets floating around of people
That'd
like,
be
we're going to
amazing.
rent out the Warren Theater in Moore, Oklahoma for Twisters. Like there's going to be 500 chasers at that.
Charlie!
Life in Tornado Alley. Charlie, hello there. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You've made it. We've made it to the halfway point. I need Charlie in Oklahoma
Yeah, I
someday.
want to see.
I need to be in
Memorial
Oklahoma
and everything
someday.
down
We
there, too,
were.
and the museums.
I need to make my way down there. I need a good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to chase Oklahoma, I'd love to chase up in northern Oklahoma, where it's wide open with a nice gridded road network, or even out towards the Oklahoma Panhandle, out west out there. Yeah, Twisters movie. I'm looking forward to Twisters. I've seen the stuff of people complaining like, "Oh, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. They're running towards the overpass."
I mean,
I don't
realistically,
like the overpass either, but
I'm gonna get a lot of hate that like technically
it's a movie.
Twister wasn't like completely realistic. So, but it was a really good movie. I'm not gonna say it wasn't, but I do like most Twister movies, most tornado movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say. Twisters is gonna have their overpass moment, but which everyone will complain about. But I remember the scene in the original Twister where they're hiding under the wooden bridge, and I don't think that would fare much better.
Have you watched the 13 Minutes tornado movie?
It's okay. People will calm down.
That one's really good.
I still haven't seen 13 Minutes. I've missed out on a lot of tornado movies. I haven't seen 13 Minutes. I haven't seen Supercell.
That one wasn't more of like surviving a tornado instead of storm chasing. So it was more realistic.
I want to see 13 Minutes. Yeah. 13 Minutes is the one like I've been meaning to watch. Like I constantly see it pop up on my recommend. Like, oh, I have to watch this movie. I just haven't gotten around to it. And that movie came out, that's almost 3 years old now. So I'm a little bit behind on my tornado movie watching. I do still have, I know Johnson really loves Into the Storm. And I know he is very, very happy that I own the DVD to that movie. So, yeah. Jack says he hasn't seen Into the Storm. I'd say if you like weather, it's worth a watch. But if you're a weather fanatic who likes their storms to be incredibly accurate in their films,
another thing is
that one ain't gonna do it.
Kind of off track, but
it's
Reed's book that he created. I listened to that book on like a podcast style. And that was a really good book to listen to.
Oh yeah, I've read that book like 3 times.
No, not yet. I did see it, but
good book. Have you read the book about Tim Samaras?
One of these days, when school forces me to read our book, I'll read that one.
That's one of my. I love that book. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
The Man Who Caught the Storms, I believe it's called, about the legendary Tim Samaras. But yeah, lots of great tornado content. I have a feeling that tornado content the past few years and like the severe weather side of social media has been like one of the last untapped markets. I remember Ryan Hall saying that a while back, and now it's really starting to boom with all the storm chaser influencers we're starting to see. So I have a feeling a matter of time we're gonna see some rise
especially like
in content
creators just like don't do storm chasing. They just
more than we've ever seen.
They have like one video of them storm chasing, which is kind of cool. Seeing the just like not enthusiast, just like vacation type of side of it.
I've saw a couple of those videos floating around this year. I remember I forgot what YouTuber it was, but a group with them went with Tanner Charles, and another group went with Max Olson and Aaron Rigsby. But yeah, I've seen a couple of those videos floating
Mr.
around.
Beast, that'd be crazy.
And I have a feeling it's only going to be a matter of time.
That would actually
pop up. Mr. Beast storm chasing video. Whoever can see the most tornadoes in a 24-hour period wins $1 million. Set that up
like
in a tornado outbreak. Whoever sees the most tornado wins.
Reed is on one team.
Whoever can get closest to the tornado. You guys better be ready to take advantage of the new audience wave after Twisters comes out. Oh, I'm ready. You don't even know the type of stuff I have planned. CJ, are you ready?
We got some time.
I believe it's mid-July.
Hopefully by then I'll be ready.
So it's coming up. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Yeah, we're gonna have lots of Storm Chaser media now with Twisters and also the Outbreak game. I'm looking forward to that one to come out. Yeah, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I did little game reviews every once in a while, and when the game Outbreak, the storm chasing game, comes out, I'm gonna be returning to my roots with that video for Outbreak. Yeah, it's looking promising. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
I've thought about doing a video of, I believe it's Twisted.
I may have spent some money on that, and I may have.
I've thought about doing a video with that one.
I can't remember. I have the most expensive chasing vehicle now. So when you have that video, let me know, and then you can use my overpriced car. Oh, okay. Oh,
I already have all the cars in that game. I had the script for that video written, and I went through and played the game for an entire summer, unlocked all the vehicles, and then I just never made the video.
Maybe we can do a stream.
I have it all ready to go. I just have to
maybe next time
make it. I just have to make it.
Have Connor in here, Jack of all weather,
Twisted
everyone.
Stream.
That'd be crazy.
Get the squad together. Connor says that the Outbreak is never going to come out, which honestly it's starting to seem like that, because that game was announced long ago.
Yeah, Storm Chasers. I have that one. It's pretty decent. When you have friends with you.
I've played that one
especially when you can be the tornado.
Mm-hmm. Jack says I should play Roblox Felicity. I have checked that one out. I did play that one once. Went down my rabbit hole of Roblox Storm Chaser games. I was doing a little market research.
Yeah.
And then I saw that one. I was like, oh, we'll check this one out. I mean, it's solid.
YouTube just recently released YouTube short live streams. So now I'm going to have to create a whole new overlay to also stream on YouTube Shorts now, which I think for Ryan Hall or those chasers or the people that are forecasting, that's a really good market for them. For people that are just scrolling through YouTube Shorts, that'd be perfect for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a whirl this summer with my my forecasting show that I want to do. Yeah, for the new viewers in here, this summer I'm gonna be trying out a little live forecasting show during the summer months, where a couple days a week I'll pop on and be like, hello, welcome to, we're gonna have a nice little chat about what the weather is doing this week. Connor says YouTube Shorts live streams. Yes, Connor, you've heard that right. The TikTok ways of vertical video are taking over YouTube Shorts with their live streams. Connor says he's thought about doing TikTok live streams. I remember I think this might have been a while ago, but I thought I saw Connor go live with a TikTok live stream forecasting a snow event, and I was like, maybe I should try that. That kind of sparked my forecasting live show idea, and it's just kind of snowballed from there. Yeah, the short form world of storm chasing content has exploded too. Twice a week, I try twice a week to upload a YouTube short, and that has been primarily where I get most of my viewership from now, is just from uploading YouTube shorts and attaching my long form content to that. It just funnels new viewers in. Yeah, this summer is gonna be a fun one with the live events, live weather events. One of these days we gotta get a big group of weather enthusiasts, weather fans, storm chasing people. That would be a fun end of season thing to try. Is just getting a big group of storm chasers together and having them go live.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Just one big thing, like a big end of season event. What? Oh, is that why you
have someone?
I was like, he's not saying
control
anything.
that. After 2 or 3 people, you can't do that while you're on the road. Yeah, having like 6 people, every single direction of the tornado. 3 of them are being pelted by hail.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like the very end of season, like have like a storm chaser
Really
round table type thing where you get like a big group of chasers together and just sharing like their go through the season in chronological order. I had tossed this idea around with a couple of my friends in the Corn Belt Storm Chaser group chat, where I was like, we should do like a live round table type discussion where we start at the end of the season and just kind of work our way through, see what everyone's captured, and just have a good time chatting and sharing our stories from the year. Which, I had this past 2023 would have been a good year for that because it seems like everyone captured everything.
No, not really. I mean, you
Connor
have to
says YouTube
reformat your whole
Shorts
live
live
stream
streams do not
overlay
make sense.
to
No, not really.
vertical,
They
which
don't
there is
really
a
make
plugin
sense.
for that. So I guess also Connor or anybody else that's streaming, I want to know how you can get vertical format for your live stream. You can do it both horizontal and vertical at the same time. Which is like it's a pretty simple plugin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be doing all day tomorrow instead of socializing.
It's definitely something.
Yep.
Figuring out a vertical live stream format. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to my horizontal.
I'll be doing
live streams
both
because that's what the human
Because
eye
I
sees.
think you can.
Horizontal.
It'll get people to go into the horizontal
maybe,
streams. I think also kind of like how YouTube Shorts bring people into videos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what if I were to set something up like that, that might be something I try out. But yeah, the horizontal live streaming is.
If I were to start
funky.
chasing and be a part of said roundtable, I would volunteer to be the positioned in the northeast. So like.
Position in the north.
So
the northeast
you'd be
sector.
the debris field
We might be able
of
to
the
set something
tornado.
up.
Oh boy.
I
will be in the southeast side.
The forward flank.
Actually, realistically, I'd be on the east side.
I'll be
in front of
hanging
the
out
tornado.
on the ball below the hook.
I'll be in the bear's cage.
I'll be on the inflow notch on the rain wrapped wedge. Having a staring contest with the
That
tornado
seems
that's
like
definitely not moving.
moving.
Totally 100%. It's stationary. It's not moving towards me.
It's just moving away from you.
It's just getting wider. What do you mean? It's not.
No,
moving.
never.
Tornadoes. It will
Human
never. It
probe.
can't move towards me.
Bro wants to be.
I have my force field turned on.
I do use OBS here. I can show you.
CJ or Connor's wondering if you use OBS. CJ, yes, we are OBS users.
Oh, me too. Yeah,
Bro
Illinois.
wants to be in the path. I was in the path once this year by
hail
accident.
and then crossing
That
the
was a fun
path maybe
experience.
a few minutes before it crossed. I think that was in EF2 or EF3.
Yeah, I was out in Wyoming. This was on me and my dad's storm chasing trip, and there was a QLCS circulation that was probably about 2 miles from us, but it was moving quick. So I saw the circulation. I was like, "We need to move." And my dad was still a little bit new to the storm structure identification. He's like, "Wait, I want to see what you're looking at." Like, no, we can look at it after it crosses the road because we're sitting right in its path, so we have to go. But yeah, we sat there and just kind of watched it cross the field like 50 yards from us. There's still still sand inside of my car from that, up like baked into like the deep cracks in the dashboard. I had my window open as I was filming, and it's so dry out there that I just got blasted with dust,
Honor,
and dirt and whatnot.
Yeah, so this is the OBS setup we have for this stream, so at least for the stream today. Otherwise, other streams I have my mini computer down over here below my other PC that brings the video from that storm chasing feed down the field, brings to that, then sends it out to my main big beefy PC, and then that sends it out to YouTube, Twitch, a different third-party platform, and then now it'll be to YouTube Shorts eventually. I spent way too much time on the overlays and
CJ, the live streaming wizard.
making it work. Yes, it does.
It looks good though. It pays off. I mean, there's no other live stream weather-wise that looks this good usually.
Yes.
These are the.
I feel like a lot of times
streams
people
from
that
CJ.
the one thing that lacks on live streams or storm chasing with streams is the overlay to inform people. Oh, I'm at this city. Oh, this is like the mini radar in the
Mhm.
corner. Just putting a little bit of effort into that.
Yeah. I feel like this. I feel like the storm chasing live world has hit a. I don't know how to
Yeah.
describe it. It's hit like a weird wall, where like everyone's just kind of doing the same thing, and I'm waiting for. I'm trying to figure out something to break away from the typical format that people have, but it's just hard to
Yeah.
to set up, especially since I don't really have the resources to do live streams out in the field. If I were to do one, it would be really bare bones with just a cell phone camera. But
I think
I don't know.
I think I could
Maybe
get it to
CJ.
work. I think
CJ, you'd probably be able to figure out something with that.
like your idea was sending your stream onto your YouTube channel, and then also I can pop it onto my stream. But I think with a phone, I could probably get it working pretty
Mhm.
decently. At least if we're in Southeast
Yeah.
Wisconsin, the
And we
data's
could.
pretty good in most spots.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't have a second phone to do
Yeah,
it. and I don't know
that's the
if I
worst part
can
is
commit to a.
cell data is so expensive in
another
the
line.
US. Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe down the road at some point. This can be like a way future investment. Connor says he
Yeah,
has to do
that's the
some
way to do it,
mobile
is having-
device.
Even if
to
you
a
don't even have a
laptop at
good
home.
laptop or PC, you can spend a little bit of money and get a virtual desktop on the cloud. There's some services for that aren't too pricey, and they work really well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Think it's
I
okay to
mean-
start the 0 meter TikTok challenge? No, I don't think we should be 0 metering anymore. I think we had
Well,
too.
I mean,
we
I
had too
technically
many close encounters.
Almost
with,
0 metered the first
tornadoes
February
last year,
tornado.
and I think people are have
Technically.
learned their
almost.
lesson.
I passed it like 60 seconds after the path of it.
Almost.
It was only
Not
probably
quite,
like
though.
it was probably like I think it was an EF1 or I think it was EF0. I think at that point, so it wouldn't have done anything. But I accidentally crossed the path of the first tornado.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to. 0
Oh, here we
metering is
go.
bad. And this goes into the. This actually, I'm going to do a little self promotion here. So, little plug.
Oh.
But my next video is actually a discussion about storm chaser safety. So, unfortunately, there's no topic in there about 0 metering because I don't have any good 0 meter footage. But I think general
if you
knowledge.
you wanna
0
fit it
metering is
in.
bad, and do not do it. Do not recommend. If you're in an accidental situation, you need to be aware of how to get yourself to safety and what escape routes are available to you. That's what my my video is kind
I
of
guess.
highlighting. some of
Do you
the
have a
sneaky
section
little-
for? I mean, I have
sneaky
that
little traps
one
that storm
also
chasers
0
can
meter.
fall
I also
into
have one.
sometimes.
Do you have a section for like chasers going in front of the tornado path?
No, I don't. But that will definitely be, if I were to do a video about it again at some point, that would be included in there. Mainly just because I've never been in a situation where I'm sitting in the path of a tornado and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is bad, and I don't
don't
ever
know
want to
why.
be in that situation. So
I
I
was
think
like, I
it's
just
good
wanna
that
see a tornado,
don't
so
have
we-
any footage of
We
that.
finally caught up with it partially, but at that point it was rain wrapped, so we went due northeast, and we kind of got a little bit into the bear's cage. Then we started heading east, but then the roads weren't very good. We were probably a minute. We were probably about a minute away from being in the bear's cage with the rain and everything, but then we had some hail and that got sketchy.
Yeah, Connor says hook slice. That's what Connor. What I'm thinking of doing this year is if I'm coming up on a supercell, I want to come in from behind it, because usually my old strategy was to kind of sit east of it and let it come towards me and just kind of make slight southward adjustments to stay clear of the path.
That's what.
But I'm thinking coming in behind the
That's what
tornado,
Vince
hook
did with that
slicing,
tornado.
and getting it from that way might be pretty good. But the only problem is
Yeah.
The hook slice method
'cause
usually
he was
works
able to.
for
He was probably
most
like
chasers. You
a
just
few
gotta
minutes
be
in front of
aware
me.
if they
But
wrap back
he
around you.
he's got to get right into the hook, and he saw the multi-vortex tornado form into then a wedge. It was crazy.
Yeah, hook slicing. If you're an experienced chaser and you know how to hook slice safely, it can be a effective strategy. But you just need to be aware because sometimes you can pop out of that rain
Yeah.
and then oops, there's a tornado 100 yards in front of you. Yeah, Connor says hook slice is the safest way to get close. Connor is the hook slice.
I feel like there's no way to.
How to get close.
There's almost no way for it to say safest way to get close to a tornado.
Contract north.
Safe adjacent.
Yeah, there's safest way, air quotes. Yeah, to get if you yeah. Yeah, the hook slice maneuver is a tried and true method that can be effective if executed properly. And we are professionals, so make sure you have that experience if you are going in to a hook slice scenario, and you know how to keep yourself safe. Because the last thing we want is to have more chasers get in trouble this year.
Welcome to the stream,
Extreme
David.
Storm Spotter David. Hey guys, hello Extreme Storm Spotter David. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here this evening. Hunter says contract northwest with the northward occlusion. Yeah, that can. I
haven't had an opportunity to. They all keep on.
I don't hook slice. I don't hook slice either. Yeah, I've never had an opportunity to either because my method is sit in front of it and just kind of make southward adjustments to stay clear of the path. But it's not. Yeah. It can. That strategy has landed some chasers in trouble in recent years. So I may be. I've kind of been rethinking my strategy a little bit. Now I kind of come in behind. That's what I did on the February tornado. I put myself southeast of the storm as it was moving northeast, so it kind of crossed the road up and ahead of us, and then came in behind it. And that method, that worked pretty well, at least for that chase.
One day, hey, I've been there. I've been there.
Drive.
That was me like a year ago.
I mean, that's one way to, yeah.
Oh, best chases.
When I first started storm chasing, I was storm chasing on a bike. I mean, it worked. I mean, I have or what I would do is I'd put my camera in a plastic bag and I just run up and down the street in front of my house. So a lot of my old storm footage is either me on a bike or me just running up and down my street. Staying south is statistically the safest. Yeah, that's why I've been taking on the southward approach where I sit a little bit behind and just kind of make my way up north slowly, tracking along with it. That's what I did on the April 4th day. Originally, I was coming out the storm from the northeast.
Yeah.
But just because it was moving 55 miles per hour, I was like, I don't know if I want to. And the road I was on, it was like in the tornado path the whole time. So I was like, oh, maybe this isn't the best idea. So instead of turning I came to a T intersection, and instead of going north to a lot of chasers went north, and they were able to get the Lewistown EF3 that way. I went south and then crossed the river to get south the storm. The storm kind of duped me a little bit. I thought I was moving due east, but it made a northeast turn, and it never crossed the river, so I lost the storm there. Yeah. Connor says it can be the least visible angle in many cases. Yeah, that's
sad.
If you're coming at the storm from the south, you're going to have issues with the RFD. You're going to have RFD problems.
Don't look at my video.
Charlie he's seen my old videos. Yep. They're still up on YouTube. If you ever want to see everything from like 2017 to now is still up on YouTube. So if you ever want to see 7th or 6th, I don't remember what year, it was long ago. And that's still not even all my footage. I have videos that go back to like 2014 that are just saved
7 years old. I think I'm actually almost coming up to 8 years on this channel. But I think I've been on YouTube for like 10 years now. Let's see.
Yeah, my channel is from 2015, so it's coming up on 10 years for me.
Nice.
And that was also around the same time I started storm chasing. This is going to be my 10th year of storm chasing.
Only a few years behind Reed. I think this year's his 25th year.
Fun.
So you're gonna be to see the.
I'm gonna I'm aiming for the 100
20
year mark.
like
with my,
90
my
something
storm chases.
tornado. Or not tornado, solar eclipse.
100 years.
It's gonna be right over Wisconsin. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be there for it. I mean, it'll be right in our backyard, southeast Wisconsin. I won't have to leave wherever I am, the retirement home.
Oh heck yeah. Van life.
My retirement home is gonna be a minivan that I just chase around in. Or who knows, maybe if we have teleportation technology, I'll just set up a grid of teleportation spots across the Midwest. So whenever a storm is near there, I pop in. One of these days, I would love to try, if I can ever get around to it, which this is a big if, but storm chasing by plane would be really fun.
Interesting.
I remember seeing a Skip Talbot video where he storm chased by plane, and I'm like, I want to give that a try. This would be a way distant future thing though, because storm chasing by plane, doing anything with your own, even if it's like a little Cessna, those things are, renting one and getting someone to pilot is expensive, and most pilots don't want to be around storms anyway, so that would also be a challenge. But it would be a fun thing to try.
Oh yeah, drones especially.
And even with drone technology too, you could do a drone thing. For me, I've kind of held off on the drone. I remember this was Pecos Hank talked about this in a live stream once, where he just hates how people are staring at a screen with a tornado. And I feel the same way. I'm like, if there's a tornado happening, I want to be like watching it with my own eyes. I don't want to be staring at a phone screen while it's going on. So the drone has been on hold for me for a little bit, and also just because I don't really have time to go through all the stuff to get the license at the moment, just because of school. But at some point, getting a drone would definitely be something interesting to give it a whirl. Mainly just for damage filming the aftermath of a storm. You can get a unique perspective that way. From the aerial footage. I'm curious to figure out how the next generation of VR cameras is going to work out, especially with some of the Apple Vision Pro. I'm curious to know how that's going to shake up the storm chasing universe in the next few years, because I have a feeling there's going to be a slow increase in VR content again. Because over the past few years, it's just kind of plateaued.
That's what Jack said. I mean, I did, but I just sold mine finally.
Oh. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, CJ, you just sold yours. Jack, you have 2 drones. Unfortunately, I don't have a pilot license.
You can fly one. You just can't
sell. The license for a drone yet. So unfortunately, I won't be able to fly one. But at some point.
Yeah, which is sad.
Or yeah, I could fly it, but the footage wouldn't be able to get brokered out. Which unfortunately for us, video licensing is kind of how we are able to keep our storm chasing ships afloat. The video brokerage.
I am born ready.
Storm
I've been
Spotted
ready.
David is asking, CJ,
I got my tornado. I am ready.
Born ready.
Oh my god.
Reed was in chat earlier. He said this year is going to be an active spring, so we're going to hold Reed to that.
We're going to find him and say hi to him.
We're going to blame Reed. Blame Reed. We're like, that's all your fault, Reed. You said it was going to be an active year, and it wasn't. That's definitely 100% all you. You definitely 100% control the weather with the weather remote. Yeah, hopefully this year will be active. I have a feeling it's going to be a good year. I may be biased though, but this year storm chasing, good. Even if it's an inactive year, as long as we get a couple good events, I'll be happy. Even if it's just like a usual pulse storm every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because usually in the summer months, that's how I keep myself entertained. Is we have the pulse thunderstorms that happen in like July and whatnot. We didn't really have those this year though, so I was just kind of hanging around like, well, I don't really have anything to do.
Yeah, the lake.
Usually I'm sitting out there because I have the lake.
And the lake killing all the storms.
So I get to shoot lightning over the lake, but we didn't really get any pulse. Yeah. We didn't get a whole lot of pulse storms this year, so I wasn't able to do my usual lightning videos over the water.
I mean,
do I think Wisconsin will get a wedge this year? I mean, if it does get a wedge, I'm hoping it's in the middle of a field.
That'd be crazy.
And we can and it's stationary, so we can just run circles around it. Stationary wedge. That would be my dream, is a stationary wedge. I remember I tweeted out something, this was a while ago, how I said I prefer the big dusty tornadoes over the clear air ones. And I remember Connor responded to my tweet that I was wrong. I still stand by that. I still love the dusty tornadoes over the clear air. I don't know. I feel like the dust just gives the tornado so much more character. I mean, the clear air tornadoes are cool, but I love to see the drama that can happen with the dusty tornadoes.
Potato wedge. I think we're...
Potato wedge? Potato wedge? What about cheese wedge? Jack's tagging along. We can make something happen, Jack. There's a good local day. We can figure something out.
I do like that. It's kind of funny.
Potato wedge is definitely going to happen, though. Potato wedges might be in my future. Connor says Yuma is the tornado for me. I would have loved to be on Yuma. That's like my dream tornado. Just a big dust bomb.
I think we're about 1 month from
I love the big dust busters.
Meteorological spring. Well, March 1st. Oh, okay.
We're coming up on meteorological spring starts March 1st. So we're only
not even
2 weeks, a couple weeks away.
So you have 9 including today. We have 7, 8, 9, 10,
almost 2 weeks.
12, 13 days. Here we go. First day, boom!
Yeah,
tornado.
In on the start of spring. But yeah, I'm hoping that this spring I'm hoping to get a good dust bomb under my belt, like like Yuma or the Kimball, Nebraska tornado. Those are like my 2 dream tornadoes right there. I love the dust bombs. CJ, what's your dream tornado?
Well,
are you a clear air funnel type of guy?
It's
or
messy,
are you a big,
so probably
a dusty wedge type.
Nice wedge tornado in the field. It's just sitting there. Because then you get dust, you get all sand in your car.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah, those are the fun ones.
No, hail dents are a trophy.
I'd be okay with that. It's like a trophy then.
One thing.
I mean, you can.
Someone said on Twitter, with my hail dent video, they're like, your car is now baptized for tornado chasers. And I'm like, yeah, that's actually pretty fair, pretty valid.
Mm-hmm. That was me on April 4th. I came back and I had a couple dings in the roof. I was like, well, I've christened this brand new car that we got a few months ago, and now have put 4 hail dents on it from baseball sized hail. Good sign. And then I ended the year by hitting
your car did pretty good. Pretty good.
It's definitely
with,
been christened.
That deer.
It's been put through the test runs. Yeah, I was able to slam on the brakes quickly and so it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I learned my lesson after the first one and was going 10 under. So I was able to last minute slam on the brakes.
What is?
Oh yeah, Connor, definitely. I would love to chase with you. Actually, that brings me up. That reminds me of an idea. This was an idea I had in the back of my head like a while ago, where I'd love to do some type of documentary about just follow. I remember talking to you about this.
That'd be chaotic for me.
I hop in a storm chaser's car and just document how they chase.
No, it'd be amazing.
I'd love to try that out. That'd be so much fun.
I was thinking about doing that for you too.
It would be chaotic, but it would be fun. It would be a fun little project to do. For each chaser, put together a little video for their channel.
Is Connor chase around here really?
Something like that. He documenting how they go after the storms.
Okay.
He chases around here every once in a while.
I was gonna say, where's his origin area?
He's around he's usually I don't know where he's from, but he's around the Midwest.
That would be
Yeah, I would love to do that documentary
chasers
thing where I just
2.0.
Hop in a chaser's car for a day and see how they chase. That'd be so much fun. But if there was a storm chasing show, that's how I would love it to be run, where they just hop in a storm chaser's car, they have a group of they just like hop in
Northwest
storm
Indiana.
chasers' cars
Oh,
and
okay.
just
That's actually not
follow
that far away.
follow groups of chasers and
Huh.
see how each chaser differs. Northwest Indiana. Yeah, that's not too far. Connor, if you ever want to kick off that
Yeah.
project with a modern storm chasing show where we hop in the back of a storm chaser's car and see how everyone chases,
You'd be in the back?
all those
That'd be
different
crazy.
perspectives, we could I feel like that would be something fun to figure out. But yeah, I could be the cameraman. Cameraman
Well,
never dies.
I think you
so,
need
whoever's
you my car
will
then.
never
Holy
have to
crap.
worry about having any problems. It's the invincibility.
Maybe
I
I
have a
don't
shield
want
around
that,
me where
then,
any
'cause
tornadoes
then they
coming at me, they go the opposite direction. That's why the 3 times my house has been in the path of tornadoes, every single tornado has died.
I think your
before it's
city
gotten
has
here.
a bubble. My
Which
city
is
has a
weird
bubble
that it's
too. That's
happened
great.
3 times.
Ridiculous.
It literally does have a bubble around it.
Yep.
Southeast Wisconsin has had the significant tornado drought, although it ended recently with the January tornado. But I mean, like the good photogenic,
Yeah, when was the last time we had one of those?
highly
I mean, I've
visible
never.
type tornado. I mean, we
Mm.
haven't had one of those in a long time.
Okay.
I want to say 2005 with the Stoughton
Mm-hmm.
F3. That one was that's like the one I can think of where it was one of the more aggressive
Mhm.
type tornadoes with
I feel like
in
most.
terms of strength.
Almost at
but also
nighttime. I
really,
feel like
really
most
photogenic,
EF5s are always
really
visible. Once at nighttime.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it depends.
Oh, yeah.
In the plains, a lot of them are visible
Vast,
at points, but in the
wrapped in
deep
rain and
south, those
dark.
monster tornadoes are just so wrapped in rain, and they go forever too. They just do not
Sounds
lift.
like a blast with me.
I mean, once one of those gets going down there, it's on the ground for like 30 minutes. Oh yeah, Connor, we'll party it up, ringing in the new style of modern storm chasing content with the different perspectives from a large group of chaser vehicles. I mean, with Storm Chasers, it was cool where they had the 3 chase vehicles, but I think it'd be fun to do something where we have.
I can't
10 chasers.
imagine
There's a whole
the
bunch of them.
communication.
It would be hard to coordinating a show like that would be a task, but it would be something so fun to do. Or even just like every once in a while, like each day or like each episode of the
We'll have
show
to cut
covers a new
some
chaser.
bits out probably, or I will be canceled.
That'd be fun. It's okay, Connor. I'll make sure you're safe. I'll keep that close and hit under in a vault tucked away somewhere.
I think for our next stream we'll have to bring in another chaser.
Yeah, that would be
on the
fun.
phone.
I would love to try something like that.
Maybe it'll be Connor.
Oh yeah, this would definitely
Yeah.
future streams.
Work
bring
our
in
way
a
up to
couple
Reed.
other groups of storm chasers.
That'd be crazy.
Oh yeah, that'd be insane having Reed on stream.
Yeah.
I think we got to do a stream with some of the other live streaming folk out there. That'd be some fun. Jack says he's making season 2 Storm Chasers. Rename it to Cyclonic Chasers. Oh yeah, Jack, I've seen your series around on YouTube. That thing, you're gonna give it some time. You're gonna be cooking with that. You got something good going there. Yeah, if you haven't, all the people watching, if you haven't seen Jack's channel, definitely check it out. Jack is another fellow Wisconsinite, covers the Wisconsin storm events, and he does a great job getting his shots out there. Alrighty, we're coming close to the 8 o'clock mark, so I think in a few minutes it's going to be time for me to depart. So I think it may be time for us to begin saying our goodbyes, but we still got a couple minutes left.
Let's see. I think it's just that. Yeah. How do we like the how do we like the stream? How do we like the overlay? Do we like the simple little logo for the cloudy convo?
Oh yeah.
Definitely not chat.
Oh,
not
yeah.
chat GPT.
Cloudy Convo, the name that we definitely
Nope,
came up
not
with.
at all.
100%. didn't go into AI and said write a name for us. But it worked.
100%.
Yeah. Connor says we're future of storm chasing. Have to help each other out. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Got to give each other the boosts. Yeah, this stream has definitely been a whole lot of fun. It's been great to see everyone in here tonight, partying it up. The big old crowd of storm chasers. Great group in here. Yeah, I'm very excited for what this spring is going to bring, especially with all the all the storm chasers nowadays are connected so much better than they have been before. It's going to be so awesome to see how everyone works together this year. And I definitely want to be involved in some type of a project, like merging every group of chaser into one nice little show or some type of project like that.
That would be really fun.
That'd be something fun to try out. Alrighty. With that, I believe it's time for us
I'd
to...
say so. I got the...
CJ, would you say it's time for us to begin wrapping things up?
Ending stream set up, but whenever we are ready to end this. We just passed the 2-hour mark.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. It's been a pleasure chatting it up with everyone tonight. It's been so much fun to have everyone in here. Been so awesome to hear everyone's excitement for the 2024 storm season, and we are going to have some great stuff planned for every chase that we have under our belt this year. We have some very fun things on our future. It seems like everyone I've talked to has like such a cool project going on. I'm so excited to see what everyone does this year. It's gonna be a great year, not only for us storm chasing wise, but on the tail end of things with content creation, everyone hanging out, having a good time with one another. This is gonna be one of the storm chasing years of all time.
Do we have a saying we say at the end? Is there something we can come up with in the next 60 seconds? Some cringy saying.
In the next 60
never
seconds.
Stop chasing. Dr. Reed, Dr. Timmer.
First off, never stop chasing. I think that one is that one's a given. We have to do that one. As
yes.
An homage to Dr. Timmer, who was in the chat today. But yeah, I think my closing remarks are just thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone for coming in, hanging out with us, chatting it up, looking at our what we have planned for this year, and we're gonna do some.
It's gonna be crazy.
We're looking forward to some fun things this year. This year is gonna be. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
Yep. Never stop chasing.
Yeah.
Be prepared, not scared.
For me on my end.
Okay, CJ and Charlie.
Oh yeah. Be prepared, not scared.
Oh yes, respect the polygon. Yes.
Stay weather aware. Respect the polygon.
Good one, Connor. You too. See you later, Jack.
Absolutely. Connor, have a good one. See me at Atmo Club? I'll be at Atmo Club, don't worry. I'll be there. Alright, I think that's it for me. So thank you all, everyone, once again for tuning in. Yeah, I'll be back hopefully with another little stream sometime soon, and maybe we'll get some fun little guests on here.
Turtle cam.
Who knows? That's usually I can only really stream like once a month, so only time will tell. Maybe definitely another turtle cam. Absolutely, the turtle is a staple of the stream. Gotta have the turtle on the stream. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. Appreciate the support. It's great to have everyone here tonight, and yeah, I hope you all have a fun, safe 2024 season. And I'm trying to think what our closing things I have to say.
In a few weeks.
Just enjoy yourselves out there. Really, mostly. We don't. Oh yeah, we'll have more stuff cooking soon. So, once again, thank you everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we'll be back again. Eventually.
Wisconsin people are so bad at saying goodbye. Holy crap.